Hey everybody, happy Sunday evening. I believe it is just after 6 o'clock Mountain Time. And thanks for joining the fun today with Donald and I when we did the onion bhajis. They actually came out absolutely divine, but I didn't get to finish off all the stuff that I wanted to cook tonight. Bo should be home in about an hour, so I really wanted to have dinner ready for him. I am exhausted. I laughed so hard, my throat hurts. Like I was laughing so hard during the last Facebook Live. So if you want to know how to make onion bhajis, go ahead and check out the last Facebook Live. Hi, Mike. Hi, Alexander. Hi, Anne-Marie. I need to come to you, Anne-Marie. I need to take my dog to your groomer place when everything opens back up. Hi, Cousin Alan. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I just really want to get this dinner just finished and going. And so I thought, sorry about the jiggles. I'm trying to adjust my hands free. The other night I made some broccoli and people were asking me, I get messages. It's so great. I'm so glad that everybody's curious. But what I make it so easily and it's so divine, and literally Miel will walk up to it and eat it like it's chips. It's crazy. Just pick up to it, walk up to it and pick it up and just eat broccoli like they're chips. And so what is the best way to cook broccoli? You don't want it to be soggy. And that's the tricky part, is people have a tendency to overcook it and boil it. And that's not what we're doing here. And how do I cut it? So hopefully you can see, I cut way down. I cut off like this stuff. It kind of gets too stringy for me. I know that you can eat to a certain point of it. It's kind of like asparagus. I'm not, got the Cardi B timing thing down. Okay, cool. Anyhow, so you can just, once you break it off, once you get to this level, you can literally break them off. That's my oven being warmed up. And just break off the little trees like that if you want. And I'm just literally, that's how they have such great crispiness to them. And if you get to a point where you can't break them off, you can bust out the knife and just start splitting them. But so now I'm kind of to the center and it's like one big bunch. And now I'll just split it down the middle, I don't know, quarter it. And then now there's like still a couple more branches that I could break off. And I just literally throw them on the pan like that. I love it this way. And then what I do to make them super amazing, I'm preheating the oven to 475. I am going to get, this looks like, this is a different jar than what it is. This is actually Celtic salt that Jackie and Jim brought me back from when they went to Wales or England. I don't know where they got it, but it's really, really yummy and it's thicker salt. So I just drizzle some salt on the broccoli, and they're thicker flakes. I don't even know if you could see them, but I just do that, and then I literally, I don't know if you can see, I'll try and lift this up so you all can see. Hang on one second. So I have them all laid out like that, and then basically I take my olive oil. I kind of just cleaned up my kitchen. Where's my olive oil? Oh, here it is. I just cleaned up my kitchen, so now I had everything out, but I didn't. So basically I then just have the salt on the broccoli. They're rinsed and clean, and I don't really measure. I just drizzle it on top, and I give it a good sort of mixing up with my fingers and my hands, which are clean, of course. And I just did a million dishes. Trust me, my hands are super clean. And then that's it. And if you're wondering about paper towels, you guys can get them online. They have bamboo paper towels, sustainable paper towels that you can use. So that's it. So I'm a huge believer in a toaster oven. I cannot even tell you how much we use our toaster oven, more than we probably use our big oven, unless I'm cooking for a bunch of people. So right now I have it at 425. I'm gonna lower it down to 375, and I'm gonna bake it until I smell it. And that's probably not very helpful for you guys, but I just bake it till I smell it. Then I know that it's almost done, and then I'll turn the heat back up to like 450 to get it somewhat crispy. And that's how they like them, like chips. So just put those right in the toaster oven, and in a little bit I'll smell them. Right now the timer's on for 28 minutes. We'll kind of see how that goes. I wanted you to see the outcome of the onion bhajis. They are so freaking good. We've already had some, Jazzy and I. Jazzy just drove to her dad's house to bring him some along with the Raita that I made. These I'm gonna reheat when Bo gets home. I'll put them straight in the oven and they'll get crispy again. And so those will be great. I got a little one running around here. And here's the Raita. Here's the Raita that I made earlier. Just to let you know, it's basically yogurt, plain yogurt. I added 1% milk. I don't normally have 1% milk, but it was gifted to us. I took cumin powder and I put it in this little, I have like a tiny little black cast iron pan, and I toasted the cumin. And
can I have some breakfast
you want some,
dinner?
you can have breakfast for dinner right now because Dad's not going to be home for at least an hour. We probably won't eat for an hour and a half.
Can you pour me?
Yeah, well, I'm on this thing real quick, so I just need you to hang tight and then I'll do it, okay?
Okay.
Thanks. So then that's it, and salt. So it's literally toasted cumin. Oh, and cucumbers. Duh, I did cucumbers. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Malia. Hey, Malia's on here too. And hi, Robbie. Hi, Cassandra. Hi, Glowbird. Hi, Erin.
Where's Malia?
Well, you can't see her, but she might want to see you. This is my little girl. She doesn't want to get dressed today, and she doesn't have to because it's the last day of spring break. So, no rules. Let me get back to this, okay? Let me focus because it kind of confuses me.
Okay,
I can't.
I'll try to pour it myself.
Well, you have to open it. It's going to be a long process. It's not been opened yet, so I'd rather you wait. Please wait. She's not waiting. Okay, let's see how far she can get. All right, so that was yogurt, 1% milk. So basically, I put the yogurt in there. I added, I did English cucumber, and I partially peel it, dice it up, put it in with the yogurt, and then I added 1% milk, sort of till it got to like this sort of more runny. If you've ever been to an Indian restaurant, then you know what Raita consistency is supposed to be. Not peanut butter, thinner than that, you know? And then, so I kept adding milk until it was the right consistency, and then I added the toasted cumin. Okay, hang on. She's gonna be able to open her own. Can I do it? Thanks so much, babe. That was good though. Can you get your own bowl and your own milk? Thank you. Alrighty.
Is there any juice?
So that's gonna be with the onion bhajis. Now what I'm gonna do, the broccoli's in the oven. The reason that I'm not putting the broccoli in with the curry is because Miel is quite particular and I want her to get the nutrients, and I'm concerned that if I put it all in the curry and she doesn't really like the flavoring of it because she's still younger, I just want to make sure she gets we can always pour the juices on top of it, you know what I mean? So I did not want to go to the store today on a Sunday right now with everything going on, obviously. And so I just went through my cupboards and I cannot believe that I found this. It's a coconut curry. It is Saffron Road. It's certified gluten-free. It's non-GMO, projects verified. And it looks pretty yummy. And inside of it, it's basically coconut milk and yogurt and whole milk and all these other things, and onions and curry flavoring. Today's my no meat day. I really don't want to do any meat. So what I'm going to do here is just a veggie curry from stuff that I found in my fridge. So basically, I'm not going to put, normally I would saute onions and put onions in the base of what I'm cooking, but like I have a whole thing of onion bhajis. There is no reason to do that. Stop. Whoa, sister child. That is a big, look at, she's pouring her own cereal. Let's, okay, life at home. Get me another bowl. We are splitting this in half because dinner is in a bit. That's way too much. Get me another bowl from down over there. Hope you guys are keeping up with me. This is meant to be very quick, not a long one, but sometimes life happens. So before putting in the sauce, I'm just going to saute some vegetables in a little bit of coconut oil and get that going for the curry that I'm going to pour on top of it. Hang on, let me pour out half of this cereal. Oh, friend, you're a little monkey. You thought I wasn't paying attention, didn't you?
Mommy spilled it. Mommy spilled
Go ahead.
it.
Oh, going on 9 days, guys. We got 2 more weeks. Yeah, you're not going to get all of it, or you can get none. So you can have a choice right now. You're going to take that and a spoon and milk, or you're not going to get any. Those are your choices right now. Thank you. Walk away.
I'll take this one, Mama.
Okay, that's fine. I challenge her to eat all of that, right? I know, I wish, but she won't. So I'm just gonna, Crisco does the organic coconut that I'm gonna put in there, and I like to use wooden spoons as much as possible. There's an opened milk in the fridge, Miel. Go get the opened milk. This one's not opened.
That's barely.
Oh my gosh. Miel has a thing. Does anyone else's kids have a thing about using the bottom of anything? That's enough. Okay, please.
Sissy's here.
Sissy's here. Okay. Jazz, I'm on a Facebook Live.
Hi.
Okay, so anyway, I just put the grease. God, I'm gonna try and focus now that Jazzy's home. Maybe she can help me out. Miel just had a pre-dinner bowl of cereal.
Lovely.
The coconut is melted in the saucepan. I'm adding big chunky carrots. Again, I love carrots, but we actually were gifted a bunch of food, and I'm now feeling like I kind of have to go through some of it. So when you're cooking, make sure you always put in the foods that take the longest go in first. So carrots are thicker, they always take longer. Green beans take longer than carrots. So broccoli can take longer, so that's why I put it in the oven first. Jess, will you do me a favor and put this, oh, good job. Will you put this milk away, honey?
Yeah.
Thank you. So what I'm gonna add in there, let me stir those carrots up. Thank you. I'm gonna add my own little flavorings because I know from experience that most of the time packaged food is not flavored the way that I like it. Yeah, Michelle, right? What's up with the bottom? Like, it's this whole thing where she just won't eat the bottom of anything. She's like, oh, that's the bottom. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, okay, fine. Then I'm gonna add a little bit more of this salt. I also do Himalayan salt, but I don't know. Since we're going a little bit East Indian, I thought, why not? All right. This is what I was gonna show you guys. I haven't strained this properly, but has anyone ever used like the rhubarb leaves? What do they call that? Do they call that chard? I'm pretty sure they call it chard. I love these, and I just devein the center. You can peel it off yourself if you want. This is still too wet, so I probably can't do that, but you can devein the center of it and just take the thickness off of that if you don't want that in there, for it kind of tastes bitter. And I'm trying to get the kids to eat the healthy food and not like fight it, You can fold them in half as well. It's another way to devein, and you could just cut 2 of them at a time. And I've gotten rid of that center, and then just one more. Fold it in half. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that? I'm just cutting off the centers and deveining those middle bits. And then, I don't like a really massive, when you have a salad and it's like massive pieces of lettuce, like you can't get them in your mouth. I like things chopped. Is that like an Asian thing? Because Asians like things chopped? I don't know. But I just don't like really massive, big bites of things. I don't know. Even like sushi, I wish they would chop it smaller. So I'm just chopping up this chard. I think it's called chard. Pretty sure. If anyone knows the name of what the leaves are for the rhubarb, you could do that. Like even if you had turnips, you can actually cook the leaves. They're like considered, mustard greens or leaves. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, I could have cut this up as well and then rinsed it and put it in, one of those, what do you call those? Where you spin it and it brings out all the water and stuff. So my carrots are just cooking in coconut oil and salt right now. I'm gonna add a little bit of frozen peas. I feel like when you have curry, you almost should have peas. I don't know, it feels like a staple. Peas are gonna take a little bit longer because they're frozen than with these veggies. So I'm gonna go ahead and, I don't really know, I guess I put in maybe half a cup. I'm gonna put a whole cup in. And then hopefully I have a clothespin in this drawer, which I do. I got lucky. And then I just put those in the freezer like that. And so in the pan right now, I'll show you what it looks like. Thanks everybody for watching. That's it. It's just basically peas and carrots. I don't need to add any water to the peas because they'll cook in there based on the coconut oil, which is really good for you. I think I'll put in a little bit of garlic salt. Oh yeah, I love the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm getting better at this. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna do this. I think I'm only gonna do it as long as sanity allows, but you know, why not? So I'm gonna, garlic powder won't come out. Okay. So I put some garlic powder in there. I could add water. Oh, you know what I could do? I could add a little bit of that bone broth. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of that bone broth. You kind of don't really want to leave bone broth like in your fridge open for too long, you know? I only opened it the other day, so I still have time, but I'm just going to add a little bit of bone broth. And that'll make it super yummy, juicy. I probably added about half a cup because there was already about I don't know, maybe, no, I didn't add any water to it. That's right. So I don't know. There's just making its own juices in there. So that's it. And then I'm going to add these greens and I'm going to add this coconut curry. So tonight for dinner, the broccoli is baking away and we're just gonna do regular broccoli with the onion bhajis and the raita. I'm gonna do this curry with these vegetables. And oh, you know what I love? I've had these out. I absolutely love, I don't know about you guys, but I love putting in tomatoes in a curry or anything, Thai food. I love the tomatoes. So these have already been rinsed and I'll put these in at the end. I just put them in whole like that. I love them. So I'll put those in a minute. Anything else, you guys? Anything else you want to know? Do you have questions about the onion bhajis today? I am going to put together somehow an ingredients list. The bhajis from today that we made, if you're wondering how many it yielded, they yielded. So there are, hang on, Jazzy and I both had, I think 3 between us. We split them, and then there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, so about 15, and then I think about 14 or 15, and then we gave 5 to Jazzy's dad. So probably about 20 onion bhajis. I mean, they're not meant to be a main course, they're meant to be a side dish. So that's kind of it. I think we're good to go. I don't know if there's any questions at all. I hope you watched today. If you haven't watched it yet, it was really funny. I think it was funny, and people told me it was funny. So maybe I'll just hang on with you guys for 1 second since a few of you just joined. Hi, Dara. Hi, Peg. Hi, Cynthia. As long as the extra food lasts you. Yeah, exactly. Hi, Fran. So I'm just going to add this in now. Let me show you what the pan looks like. Let's see if these peas, if you know, once you get to know cooking, you will know the way that the peas look is, you kind of have to know the coloring of them. And so you can kind of see, for me, I can tell that they're cooked by the way that they're cooking. They're not fully cooked yet, but I can tell that they're not frozen anymore, and we're probably about 1 minute away. Explain the coconut curry, please. What is in it? I haven't tried this before, Cynthia. I just found this in my cupboard. I know you came on not right at the beginning. It's got coconut milk, cane sugar, whole milk, skim milk, ginger, a little bit of tomato paste, onions, spices, sea salt, garlic, and then a couple preservatives, some chili pepper, and some turmeric. And it does contain milk and coconut. But it is vegetarian, it is gluten-free, and it is non-GMO. So let's go for this. All right. Oh, you know when you do that, when you follow like the guideline to open it up, and it doesn't open up? Before I add in this curry, though, I'm going to add in some of these vegetables and the tomatoes. And then I'll add in, oh my God, it smells divine. Oh, you guys stay on with me for a minute and I'll show you what it's going to look like. I'm going to add this stuff in. So if you just joined, these are the tops of the rhubarb. Dara, you might know. What do they call that? Are they called, they're not mustards. I don't know what they're called. But anyway, Dara would know because she's an organic farmer. But the top of the rhubarb, the greens, is what I've chopped off and putting into the curry. And I'm putting in some tomatoes. Yeah, the rhubarb tips. I don't know. These are, it's not rhubarb. It's rainbow chard, organic rainbow chard. So it is the chard. So I just chopped the leaves off because this was it's going bad. You know, it's like too flimsy and I wanted to cook it up. And that was a gift from somebody. So I just wanted to make sure we didn't waste it. So let's check out what this looks like before we add in the curry. Let me get away from the light. You can just see the tomatoes are in there. They'll kind of pop as well. So doesn't that look yummy? I think Dr. Ron would be so proud of me right now. All the colors almost of the rainbow, and which is what you want. Let's check on the broccoli in the oven here. Oh, I forgot to lower it down. That's okay though. Look, it was at 425. I was supposed to lower it down to 375, but don't worry. I never worry about stuff like that because it's, you know, it's not that long and it's only been in for about 15 minutes. So now I lowered it down and now the insides will cook and then they'll be crispy on the outside. And then for those of you who just joined, here are the onion bhajis. They came out, can you see those? Yeah, they came out so beautiful. And I'll put those in the toaster oven and heat them up. So let's add the curry real quick. Sorry for all the movement. I hope you can see the pan. I got some feedback that it was hard today when you couldn't see the pan. Sorry about that. I had to do it from my laptop. You can see if I move it over. Ouch. Maybe you can see that? Yeah, you can kind of see that now. So yeah, because it was hard when I was on Zoom with Donald, I had to make sure that you could see both of us at the same time. You need yellow or gold. You're right. I do. Do I? No, I don't. Oh, you know what though? I did squeeze lemon. Jim had posted on that last thing to squeeze lemon on the onion bhajis. It was so good. But I don't have any yellow or gold. That would have been cool with yellow tomatoes. You're right. Dang it. But that's okay. I'm honestly not. I wasn't going to go back to the store today. This is like everything that I had here, and I wasn't going further than that. I kind of want this to cook a little bit before I add this. I don't know how to explain how this smells, but it reminds, well, has anyone there had a korma, a navratan korma, or a vegetable korma? So good. So good. Hi, Jeanette. Hello. Hi, Goldie. I love you both. I'm just letting this cook down. For those of you who just joined, it's carrots, peas, chard, tomatoes, a little bit of garlic powder. I didn't add any onions because we're having onion bhajis. So, all right, I think that's probably cooked enough. And after we go, I want to add this in so you guys can see all the coloring. It's so beautiful. I bet you, if I had it, I thought I had it, but I don't. If I had another tin of coconut milk, I don't think it would hurt. I think I could sauce it up even further if I wanted to. So I think you can kind of see the orangey color. I'm going to lift up the phone in just a second. Let me just get that in. I want to add a little bit more broth. I kind of want it a little bit more wet. So I'm adding in probably about another 1/8 of a cup of chicken broth, non-salted chicken broth. OMG. Seriously, you guys? I mean, come on. Can I have some hearts or what? Can I at least have some hearts for that? I mean, that's pretty freaking amazing. All right, no hearts. Fine. You guys don't have to do any hearts. Okay, thank you. I don't know why those, oh, wow, that's a lot. Thank you. That's amazing. Okay, take a look at this. You could see how chopping up the chard is worth it because then otherwise they would be too big to chew. I'm sneaking in that nutrition. I think my little one is going to like it. I actually even want it to be a tiny bit wetter. I kind of want to add a little bit more broth to it. So I'm going to do that. This is bone broth, and it's so good for you. And that's another way of getting in nutrients, you guys. It's so easy to add that flavor and add that nutrients, and it's not that crazy expensive. And I've used this now in 3 recipes. I use it a lot when I do my beans and my New Mexican cooking, which I might do later this week. So yeah, all right. Anything else? I don't want to leave you guys hanging, but I have had a crazy day and I'm super excited to sit down and hang out with my daughters. I wanted to just get that last bit of cooking in. I'm going to lower the fire and allow that some love. I'll check on my broccoli. What I'm going to do right now with my broccoli is I'm going to grab my tongs and give them a little bit of a spin. Just flip them around a little bit. And then that's it. That should be dinner tonight. I'll try and post a picture of everything that we're having. And I just love you all. Thank you so much for joining. I'm not sure why I enjoy this so much, but it's inspired me. I hope it's inspired you. Have a great evening. Happy Sunday, everyone, and stay healthy. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.